common problem for the New World in the late 1600s to the early 1700s was piracy. When many people think of pirates, they think of Captain Jack Sparrow, Will Turner, and Elizabeth Swann from the movie and series Pirates of the Caribbean. In a time of piracy, big shots were people like Captain Kidd, Captain Richard Worley, and Blackbeard. Blackbeard was undoubtedly one of the most feared pirates ever. He was a tall, lean man. To add to his menacing look, Blackbeard had many pistols and daggers draped across his massive chest. His normal wear was a crimson coat. The way that Blackbeard got his name was as he got older, he grew a massive beard. This beard covered most of his face and was braided with black ribbons. In these braids, he put coils of cannon fuses that he lit in battle. This gave him a very fearsome look, but he wasn't always so evil. When he was born in the year 1680 in Bristol, England, he was a regular cute little baby. He was born with a British heritage. His name wasn't Blackbeard when he was a baby, it was Edward Teach. When he grew up, he sailed over to America and got a job in Jamaica, which is an island in the Caribbean. His job was being a privateer. A privateer is a legal pirate. Being a privateer gave Edward Teach experience as a well-trained sea robber or pirate. This allowed Edward Teach to join a fierce band of Caribbean pirates. Blackbeard started piracy in 1713 because he enjoyed pirating so much and didn't want to end up working in the cotton fields. He performed piracy in the Atlantic and Caribbean from 1716 to 1718. Pirates normally attacked when the light was dim, so other ships couldn't see the extra guns or shaggy crew. The pirates would get close by hoisting the country's flag. At the last second, the pirates would take down the flag and rise up the Jolly Roger. The Jolly Roger is another name for a pirate flag. There were many pirate flags, looking very different. Blackbeard's flag was a skeleton holding a spear pointed at a heart. In battle, the pirates got so close they could throw grappling hooks onto the ship. Huge sea battles didn't happen very often, though. Normally, the ship's crew would surrender as soon as they saw the pirate flag. In the unusual chance that the crew didn't surrender, the pirates attacked. The pirates used grenades, axes, and cutlasses, which were short, curved swords. The first step pirates followed in attacking a ship was they shot the man at the wheel. If the pirates took over the ship, they tied up the passenger and crew and ransacked the cabins for valuable things such as trinkets and jewelry. The pirates not only attacked the merchant ships, but also passenger ships. Most merchant ships carried grain, rum, and molasses. They also carried rope, tools, and ammunition. Merchant ships rarely carried any treasure at all. The cargo was divided where every pirate got the same, and the captain and officers got slightly more. The ship was either sunk or given to the captain. Blackbeard was very persuasive. There was a time when a man wouldn't give up his gold wedding ring, so Blackbeard cut off his finger, with the ring and all. Blackbeard almost never killed. He preferred to maroon the man or burn his ship. Blackbeard's pirate life as a captain lasted 2 years. In that time, he captured 50 ships and had a fleet of 4 ships and 300 pirates. Blackbeard's home base was in North Carolina near a string of islands called the Outer Banks. This base gave Blackbeard a way to prey on ships headed for the American coast. Governor Charles Eden gave Blackbeard a pardon because he sold cheap goods to the locals from the ships that he pillaged. In the summer of 1717, Blackbeard met a ship named Revenge, captained by Stede Bonnet. He offered to let Stede join his crew, but found him to be a bad leader, so he locked him in the brig of his own ship. But Stede broke out and took back the Revenge. He then renamed it the Royal James. In the October of 1718, Stede and his crew were captured near present-day Billington, North Carolina. All but 4 were found guilty. The guilty were hanged, but one escaped. This man was Stede Bonnet. He escaped, but was caught again on December 10, 1718. In this time, Blackbeard had captured a slave ship named Concord. He renamed it the Queen Anne's Revenge. The ship was swift and could hold 250 pirates. The ship originally had 14 guns, but Blackbeard brought it up to 40. In the fall of 1718, Blackbeard went to his favorite hideout off of Concord Island. He planned on hosting a huge pirate get-together. It was so popular that pirates from England came over, but an admiral in the Navy heard also. He planned to go and kill Blackbeard. He only succeeded because Blackbeard's ship got stuck on a sandbar. Blackbeard suffered multiple bullet wounds and sword wounds before he finally fell to the ground. Blackbeard's death signaled the end of most major piracy in the world. Blackbeard had a major piracy operation in the early 1700s. In the late 1700s, the United States of America was formed. Even though he died before America was formed, as did many other pirates, America still brought up pirates as one reason they needed a national coast guard. Most recently, pirate groups have attacked along the African coast. The groups have named themselves in African, famous pirate names, including Blackbeard. Pirates and Blackbeard have been the inspiration for countless pirate movies, including Pirates of the Caribbean 1, Curse of the Black Pearl, Pirates of the Caribbean 2, Dead Man's Chest, and Pirates of the Caribbean 3, At World's End. Also some old movies such as Abbott and Costello Meet Captain Kidd, released in 1952 in America. There's also Adventure of the Happy Pirates of Doug and Gary, released in 1991. A famous pirate movie about Blackbeard is Blackbeard the Pirate, released in 1952. Blackbeard has been the powerhouse of countless movies, some real and some not, because writers tend to make their stories more exciting, and even make up their own story entirely. Blackbeard showed that one man could change the history of the world. He caused such fear that the Navy feared finding him. This was because it wasn't uncommon for the ship to be destroyed, with only few sailors to tell how the ship had been utterly destroyed.